What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and today we're playing Dark Souls 2 Skull of the First Sin, and this is part 13 of the playthrough. We are finally getting into the DLCs, and last night we kind of explored the very first part of the Sunken King DLC. I think it's called Sanctum City, yes, Shulva, Sanctum City, and it was pretty tough. More than anything, it's just tough to navigate. Oh my gosh, okay, that person scared me. But anyway, so if you go down this path, there's an elevator that we can't activate just yet. So we do have to navigate through all of these like pretty much ruins type area. But the tricky part is you have all these little elevators and stuff that move the towers up and down. So you have to kind of navigate accordingly. So it is pretty tough. We're gonna find our way around it the best of our ability. I think this is like a little shortcut we may have activated, so let's go ahead and do this. Take this path over here, and we're going to see if we can retrace our steps. I don't quite remember where I was because it was last night, and I've slept since then, but this guy's dead. Another thing we can do is activate or use a human effigy so we can become human. That way, if there's any soul signs or anything like that, we can go ahead and find them. Guess we really jacked that guy up, huh? Alright, time to use a life gem, and then now we can start navigating the rest of this area. Those bugs that cause corrosion are all over the place, so this is a really nasty area. This is where the kind of secret that I had found, or the secret path I had found to kind of figure out where the heck I was going. Trying to get, okay, I'm trying to get a backstab here. See if I can get this one. There you go. Backstab should deal a ton of damage, like 1253 right now, which is perfect. Let's see. Guess we could take this guy out as well. Nice. Didn't see that coming. Gonna retreat in here and take a life gem. Reposition and get ready for this next guy that's charging us right now. Okay, good. I'll take another life gem to top off my health, and then we're going to sprint across here. There you go. Alright, so we've already activated all these levers, so it doesn't seem like you have to do it again. That statue right there is a poison statue that will continuously spew like poisons at us, so we're going to try and avoid it. Last time when I was here, I did go down, so let's go down this pathway again and see if it takes us where we need to go. I don't know what the heck just shot me. Let's see. Okay, I died in here. Lovely. There's something else here. And we're going to do our second strike here. Perfect. Took a big hit there, but we should be fine. I think this is the room I died in last time. Saw my soul spot there, so we've retrieved our souls, so we're in good shape now. There is another path down here, or we can work our way back up. There was also another path leading to this area, so we're going to have to do some backtracking and see if we can find everything. Okay, so there's nothing there. We could go down the stairs, which is something we'll definitely do, so we can go into the deeper into the ruins. But for now, let's cut up here and see if we can possibly explore some other stuff that we may have missed. Alright. So we got all these little pagoda looking things. These levers will activate all these little... Let's see if I can reach that. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. Damn it. I wonder if there's any other way to activate those levers. Maybe a crossbow, because I can't use the bow right now because I lack the skill requirement, so maybe I can use that heavy crossbow and shoot it from afar. That might work. I have a feeling that that's just maybe a secret or a shortcut, though. Alright. At least now we're kind of more familiar with the path we need to take, so we should be in a good shape here. Once we destroy this guy, we'll be able to take the shortcut over to our left and start taking out some of these enemies here. We'll do a light strike right here to finish him off. And I don't know if we're going to be pursued over by these enemies. No. Okay, good. They're not going to bother us this time. So that means we can come across this way and do our little jump here. See if we can get the backstab. Nope. Not quite. There you go. Now we're getting shot in the back here. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead and grab the one upstairs. We probably are going to get bum rushed by this fool over here if he notices us. Come on. I see you. We're going to do a two-handed strike here just to knock him down. And then we're going to finish him off with a light strike if we can connect. We're going to use a life gem as well to top off our health. I'm going to sprint over and not make the jump. I want to get rid of the enemies that can kind of pepper me from a distance. And there are items that I've missed. I can already see that, and it drives me crazy. Ooh, why am I missing those jumps? Like I'm heavier than I was. Terrible. I am clearly still half asleep. There it is. Still don't get the backstab. That's crazy. I don't know the angle for whatever reason. I'm just missing it, so I'm not sure why that is. But I do see this item. I wonder if I can hit this switch and maybe activate it. I'm not entirely sure. Let's check it out. Let's see what this button does. Nice. Longbow +7. Now I guess the only thing is I'm kind of stuck. Maybe not the best idea, but we got a bow out of it, right? Let's see here. I can't even hit the switch from there. I don't think I can make a jump. Yeah? Oh. That's instant death. I wonder if I just teleport to the bonfire, if that's going to count as me sitting at it and reset all the enemies. What's up, Usurper? How you doing? I advise using the bow for this area because it has a lot of contraptions, which is easier to activate with the bow and arrow. Okay, sweet. I don't think I have the skills to use a bow, so I might just need to switch over to the my heavy crossbow instead. So let me go ahead and equip that. But I'm a little bit fearful. I think it's going to make me super heavy. Yeah, 103 pounds. Gosh, that's annoying. I have an idea. We need to maybe level up my equipment so I can have more burden. But yeah, this area is pretty tough. Initially, I was like confused because that giant elevator in the beginning path it wasn't working. There was no way to activate that switch. So I was like, what the heck am I doing wrong? But I ended up going through the city instead and trying to find a way to level up my equipment burden, and it ended up working. You can use the bow even if you don't have the stats for it. Oh, okay, nice. Sweet, then I might do that. Can't believe how many souls this gave me, though.
Bear until
Level up. Because I would like to use it. I don't want to be over encumbered necessarily. If I don't have to be. Alright. Let's see if that did anything. Forgot how to play already. Yeah, we're at 98%. There you go. We did it. Oh, might as well buy some life gems while we're here. I have like 70 left. I've used a ton in that area. Alright, there we go.
Thank you kindly.
One thing that I didn't realize you could do is you can aim with the crossbow. I don't know how I did it the last night, but I definitely did it. I am not entirely sure, but I aimed with it, so we'll figure out how to aim with it again, because I was like, oh my gosh, you can aim with it in this game. We're going to go to the first bonfire. What is up, DMC? I got my two most knowledgeable viewers right now. I love it. I'm going to need your help for sure, because this is the the Sunken King DLC, so I am I only ever played through it once, so I have no clue where to go. And more importantly, if there's any cool secrets, I'd love to be able to see them. Yeah, on to the DLC, man. It's going good today. It's going real good. Just figuring some stuff out, trying to figure out how to get through this city here. Now, one thing is that last night, I literally was able to aim with like crosshairs, and I don't know how I did that. Maybe I put it in my left hand, but I definitely aimed with the crossbow. And I have no clue how I did it. I guess technically that's a way to aim too, but I don't know what I did. But I saw the crosshairs and I literally made a comment like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could do that. But either way, we'll figure it out when we get there. Oh, if you two-hand it. Excellent. Okay. Yep, you're right. Gosh. Okay, see? Telling you. You guys are awesome. Alright, so all we did is we leveled up a bit so we could have more equipment burden because I was actually over encumbered. These guys are pretty strong. They have really good poise, so it's really hard to stun them, unfortunately. But what we'll do is we'll go this path right here because we've already activated some of these little towers here. So we're going to go ahead and knock these guys out. I don't think we'll be pursued over here. So now we can safely come across this way. It is the first 11 times. That's lovely. That is comforting, knowing that I have to survive this 11 times before I get used to it. Makes sense though. It is definitely something like there's certain areas like in Dark Souls where I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna figure this out, and then you play it enough and you find like an excellent path, like Sen's Fortress I can do in just like, I don't know, probably like 2 minutes. You know, so it's like stuff like that that's really daunting at first. You're like, oh, it's not so bad. Okay, so I grabbed the item over there. I don't really know why I'm keep killing these guys, but it's fine. It's fine. Feels like they don't really drop stuff anyways. Now these guys are pretty hard to kill. Like I couldn't even damage them yesterday, and that is a knife, a throwing knife or something that I have maxed out, so I couldn't really use that. There's some enemies in here that always catch me off guard, so we're gonna go ahead and take them out quickly. Boom. Okay, we kind of traded there. We're gonna trade again, but I think I'll come out on top. We'll top off our health with a Estus flask and a life gem too. So, alright, this is where I died last night. I think I just double checked and said, okay, we can go down this way. But I wanted to go this path first. So now that I've kind of got my bearings again, I want to make sure we go the right way. So let's just kind of explore a little bit. I put this up here. These I'll probably need to shoot here in a minute, but let's make sure we clear out these guys first. I didn't see this guy. Fortunately, we got a backstab, though. We never get those anymore. Okay, 2 strikes for him. We're going to clear out all the enemies first before we explore. We got a guy behind us, too, but let's go ahead and take this one out first. Nice. Okay, I like the damage we're doing with this two-handed combos here. There it is. Alright, so we'll go ahead and top off our health with a life gem, and then we can start working around, looking for these different, looking at the different goodies we have hidden about here. We've got Lloyd's Talisman ×3. I already put that one up, so I guess technically I can shoot this one now. There it is. Still takes some getting used to. I love that. Okay, cool. I love that you can aim with the crossbow. In Dark Souls 1, I don't think you could, and it was super annoying. We have some Twinkling Titanite, which is great. We do need to upgrade our armor at some point. I couldn't damage these enemies previously, so I'm going to try and throw fire bombs. There it is. Okay, that'll work. I thought they were invincible, but I guess nothing's invincible. Gonna be a few of those to find. One is kind of hidden in this area and requires a strong bow. And there's a secret area here too. Okay, lovely. Absolutely lovely. I don't like those crazy statue things. They remind me of the Gulch, which was a terrible area. Alright. What do we got in here? Nothing. Nothing at all. On your right is a platform you can drop onto. So right around here. Okay, I'm going to drop down in just a moment. Let me just go around real quick and make sure I didn't miss anything else. There's this too. Switch ahead and then something. Alright, let's see what this does. Looks like all those pathways just kind of lead you up here. Probably a shortcut or something. I probably should have actually been standing on them, but that's fine. Let's go down here first. Look at those evil statues over there. That's just wonderful. Okay. And now, there it is. Nope. I almost shield bashed off the ledge there. Two-hand. The game developers were hell-bent on making any statue related an absolute nightmare. Maybe they had a bad experience. Yeah. I think they're like traumatized and they're just trying to bring all that to us. They're like, you know what? Yeah, that's... Yeah, because they've made every statue a complete nightmare in this game. Hey, we got a torch. Now I have like 5 hours worth of torch light, which is great. Alright, these guys suck. And you can't even lock onto them, can you? Must be a better way. I'm gonna try this. Oh, it's a little turtle guy. That's better. And they're kind of cute whenever you see them like this, but they are jerks. Now we're just gonna be sniping these fools. There you go. I missed. There you go, and then we got this guy next. Well, they are not nearly as bad once you have a means to actually attack them. Perfect, okay. I don't have very many more lightning bolts, but I'm sure the heavy bolts will do okay. We got some common fruit over here. We also have a notched whip, very nice. And the promised walk of peace looks like a sorcery. And this is a friend. That's cool. I don't know if I can actually do anything with it. I don't want to hit it because it seems like it's neutral. Hurrah for friend. Hit it with a notched whip. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know if I have the stats for the whip, but I'll definitely give it a shot. I don't know if that's going to work without the stats, but we'll check it out. Okay. Here goes. Hiya. Oh, he's pissed. Now he's awake at least. Now what did that do? What did that do? I wonder if that cures my poison or something. Is there some sort of status effect, right? Oh, it repairs your equipment. Nice. That is so cool. Well, I definitely needed that. Man, you guys are awesome. I love the knowledge here. It's so cool to be able to kind of know what's going on. Because if I would have played that, I would have been like, so what did that just do? Awesome. Okay, cool. So now we don't need to use our repair powders. So this is kind of a full circle here. Okay. We got this. Some spider webs. And we were just over here. Okay, great. So now, I have a feeling that we probably should have come up from on top of that area so we can get on top of this building here, or this structure. I'm sure I can actually lower these again, though. Let me see. Mayhaps. Now that we are using our crossbow, we should be much better off. Oh my gosh, I keep using the wrong buttons. Two-hand. Okay, there you go. There we have it. I'll have to get those items a little bit later. There's items everywhere. Okay. I don't think that's going to work either, though. Yeah, maybe not. Let's try this out. Oh, a bonfire. Sweet. No payments for fixing ever again. It repairs all your equipment, even if it's broken. Nice. So he's pretty much like Lenegrast 2.0. That's really cool. I like that. That is awesome. Okay, so we found the bonfire. That's really good, too. Let's go down here. Got some dried root. And let's see. We'll kill this guy real quick. Make sure we don't get ambushed. You're not going to flask, my friend. Not today. Alright, so it looks like there's a pathway down there. Hey, you take care, Usurper. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. Alright, so now we're good there. Alright, I feel like we're doing okay getting all the items here. We got the Sanctum mace. Very cool. Uh-oh, this guy's mad. He's like, you will not find all the items. And that's what I think about that, sir. He's going to try and heal. I completely forgot. I was like, why did all these guys come back? Well, I did sit at the bonfire. Whoops. We'll keep it two-handed for now, so we can go ahead and take care of these guys. 1 and 2. Oh, whoa. Maybe not. 2. Some really nice loot in the DLCs. I feel between DS1, DS2, and 3, DS2 DLCs are the best. I think that you're probably right, man. I really like Dark Souls 2. Everything about it so far. I'm really loving it. So I pretty much last stream what we were able to do is we went through all the memories. Every single memory that I could go through. So I did the 3 giants. I did the who else? The king and the dragon. And those were really cool because I hadn't seen some of those memories ever before. So that was awesome to be able to experience that. So those were really cool. And now I was like, well, pretty much we got the giant's kinship and all that, so we could have gone to the Throne of Want, but I was like, you know what, I want to experience the DLCs next. So that's kind of what we're doing now, starting off with this one. I did try it yesterday, but unfortunately, I was like 3 hours in, so I was like pretty fatigued, and I was like just not thinking right. I was like, wait, where do I need to go? And I was getting all mixed up, so after I died, I was like, that's a good sign to go ahead and stop. Let's see. Did that do anything? Let me see. I must have missed. There you go. That does that one. Okay. So I'm going to get on top of these platforms this time. And then I'm going to raise them up. Oh my gosh. I'm dead. I think I overjumped that one just a bit. Also, there are 3 DLCs in this game, and only 2 in both 1 and 3. Oh, really? I knew there was 3 in this one. I didn't even think about that. Let me see. On the first game, I'm trying to think. Dark Souls 1, didn't it just have Artorias of the Abyss? So the first game only has 1, if I recall correctly. And that's where you go into like Ulasil, and you have to fight Manus, and you can meet the four knights and all that, if I recall correctly. Let's see, what the heck did I do? Definitely got myself all turned around here. And now I blocked off my opportunities to shoot those things from afar, so that's unfortunate. Okay, let's try that again. And then the painting world ring for... Oh, okay. Oh, dang, I forgot these guys were back. Whoops. You missed. Alright, let's do this. Okay, here goes. We're going to clear this area out, and then we're going to explore. I want to get on top of that structure, and then after that, we'll keep moving down the path. It was like a... Oh, really? A pathway with some stairs. I almost died there. This guy's hit really hard. No, my stamina. I didn't realize. You'll never catch me over here. Backstabs me. Die, demons. Okay. Whew. I don't know what I screwed up, but my bad. Okay, let's not die anymore. Let's try and do that. We're going to go ahead and use a human effigy as well. That way, if there's any summon signs, we can use them. Yeah, you know how many times I died to gravity last stream? You don't want to know. It was like 4 or 5 times. It's insane. I literally said that too. I was like, I feel like this is like my introduction to gravity Dark Souls version. Dark Souls edition. Because I just kept dying. And dying and dying, and I was like, this is ridiculous. But I was like falling off narrow ledges and stuff, like fat rolling for some reason. I was just off yesterday, for sure. I really like the improvements they made with being able to shoot 2 different types of ammo as well with the bows. I'm sure I'm sure the bow is even better, but the crossbow is now really viable for like aiming and stuff. And usually I think it's more powerful too. And or maybe it's better for like strength builds or something, but I like it a lot. It's actually really, really nice. We'll have to get those later. Those items just are teases. Okay. Easy does it. So I'm going to check if there's anything up there. No. Now I'm going to carefully fall down and not die. Then we're going to use our life gems. Nice, finally, good gosh. Probably worthless, but still. I am still happy that we got here. And down we go. They did good on the crossbow, and fusing with raw is quite powerful. Nice. So yeah, that was relatively worthless, but that's okay. That is okay, at least I know now. They over-nerfed mundane. Isn't mundane like it scales with your lowest stat or something like that? It's kind of an odd one. Let's see what this button does. I'm just checking all these out. Might as well, you know? I feel like I'm going to need more bolts before long. But we do have plenty of opportunity to go purchase them if we need to. We'll drop down. Okay, yeah, that was just a very, very useful one for some reason. And those items, gosh, I really don't feel like dying. We'll have to maybe come back for them, unless there's something really cool. I feel like I can make that jump. Oh, I can't make that jump. What? I thought I had that. Okay, this is the last time we're fooling around with that particular area because I know there's a staircase that takes us a little bit deeper into the ruins. or the city, so we'll go and do that. But I am curious to know what kind of items they are. They're probably little consumables, but I just can't leave an item like just out of reach. You know, if it's just sitting there right in front of me, it kind of makes me have to freaking see what it is. Down we go. Yeah, I definitely can't make it that way. That's fine. We're going to go around this way then. We'll kill this dude. Yeah, mundane skulls are with your lowest stats, so you have to level everything evenly. It would become OP at level 99 everything, so to balance it, halves base damage first, then has set soft and hard caps. Okay, around level 20. Nice. So it's good for low base damage items with little to no scaling. Okay, cool. But if you have scaling, better to use that, and if you have base damage often, best not to cut it in half. Okay, cool. So, like, it would not be good to use for the large club, because it seems to have pretty good base damage. Alright. Let's try. I can't believe I couldn't make that. Jeez Louise. Alright, let's try it this time. As soon as we start rising up. Oh, freaking A. I'm still half asleep. I'm going to blame it on me not drinking my tea yet. Craziness. Craziness. Oh, and it was really interesting last stream. After we went through all of the memories, we went to the dragon shrine. We revisited it, and we found the Petrified Egg. So that was really cool. I had never found that before either, so that was really nice to be able to find and discover. Okay, so now... Can't believe it. Please don't shoot me. I just want my souls. Okay, now I do believe the pathway's somewhere around here. Sneaky little fellow. 3 hits, unfortunately. I'm going to have to switch to two-handed. Where is this? I'm not sure why I made it so hard. Oh, okay. I see now. That's where this path leads to. Okay. I was a little mixed up. I was like, I thought it was... So it's the same structure, but it's just the lower part of it. Because I was like, I am not remembering this area. But I do now. Okay, now we use some humanity. We should be all good to go. Just in case there's any summon signs or anything like that. I can't wait until we get invaded. That'll be wonderful in this terrible area. If you have all stats at level 20, Mundane gives 50%, minus 50% base, and gives bonus damage of 170. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So it is good for like a low base damage kind of weapon. We had a bunch of soldiers over there. Let's see what this is. A rusted coin times 10. Safe zone. Lies. That's probably the top of the tower that I couldn't activate or get inside earlier. That didn't seem to do anything. At all stats level 30, it's... Oops. What the heck? The dragon just killed these guys. Oh my gosh. He's going to just be terrorizing people the whole time, isn't he? At all stats level 30, it's minus 50% base damage and bonus damage of 200. Okay, cool. That's a really interesting kind of infusion. What is up, G90 Bomber? How are you doing? He just did the math. Hey, I love the numbers, man. Crunch the numbers. That's awesome. We got focus souls. Very nice. Looks like a sorcery or something. That is good to know. I never really... I think in my previous playthroughs, 8 years ago, I just went with different kinds of like basic builds. Like, oh, here's my strength build. Here's my dex build. Here's my... I know I had like a poison butterfly, kind of like a poison type build, you know? And that was probably as creative as I got. I had like a little quality build and stuff too, but that was so long ago, and that was the vanilla game with the DLC, so I playing Skull of the First Sin is like a brand new game. I mean, there's so many different things, and after 8 years, I can't remember hardly anything. So you guys are, your knowledgeable chat is so awesome and so valuable because I'm able to like not miss things that I probably would if I didn't have you guys here with me in chat. So let's see. Okay, so there's a bunch of branching pathways. Let's see. I guess we need to hit this thing here. I keep doing that. You got a 2-hand at first. Alright, let's see what's behind door number 1. An item. Very nice. Soul of a great hero and 3 dragon charms. Very nice. This is a staircase. Alright, alright. Whoa. Oh, okay. Oh, shite. I'm stuck. Great. Ah, I'm poisoned. I'm dead. Okay, that's fine. I didn't realize that I had jumped into a trap there. The staircase was destroyed at that lower part, so yeah, that's fine. At least we know pretty much where to go. It's literally right into the deeper part of that inner sanctum area, so we should be fine. We're at this little weird bonfire, though, so let me see. I think the path would be just to drop down from above. There, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Excellent. So we're not too far at all. 1 and then 2, and we got it. Hey, friend. Been dying to gravity a lot lately. But the last time I actually died to enemies, so it's a breath of fresh air. These guys. I'm gonna die again. Oh gosh. Terrible. Let's go ahead and flask to top off our health. Sanctum Soldier Gauntlet. Let's see how good that does. Is the dragon gonna come and destroy these fools? I guess not. Not this time. Okay, maybe that was just a one-time event. Ouch. Those shields are super annoying. I had to dodge a block there even though it was going to consume all my stamina. Fortunately, those thrust-type weapons, they seem to bounce off from this tower shield. The slashing type weapons don't seem to, though, not nearly as much, so it's good to know. I just kind of took note of that because the spears and lances seem to bounce off, halberds even, but swords and other kind of like great swords weapons, they really don't, not at all. It's locked. Alright, let's not die this time. I didn't realize that I was going to be had a risk of poison, so we can have the poison moss available as well at the ready. Alright, so we had opened this chamber here, and now we're just gonna, we dropped down here and died. Alright, let's do this. Gotcha. I'm gonna have to fat roll out of here, and then we're going to use a flask. And then we're going to retrieve our souls and use a life gem to kind of counteract some of this poison here. If we can. We got a archer up above the way as well, so that's no good. Unfortunately, getting jacked up here. I'm gonna try and use my second strike. Try to get a little greedy and do the spinning strike, but the two-handed strike was just a little bit too slow. No worries. Just figuring it out. Dark Souls prepared, yes, prepared to be poisoned edition. I did not realize, like, I knew that there was, like, I saw, okay, the statues with poison, so I completely forgot, like, this one's theme is poison. So, yeah, lovely. Absolutely lovely. Alright, here goes. Let's not die anymore. I'm getting tired of that. I'm going to two-hand. I'm going to use my light strikes instead because they are faster. So I can't. I'm telling you, like that tank style for me, it's just not conducive to my play style. I am too aggressive. And so I always get caught by stuff like that. There it is. That's what we like to see. Alright, let's pop some life gems. We're eating these things like they're Skittles at this point. We're going to come down this pathway over here. Cross the bridge. And then go into the poison area. Our favorite. There you go. Now we're playing some Dark Souls, baby. Woo! I like it. I like when I win. Alright, this was the chamber. No, locked door. And then down here, chamber. And then death. Okay, so she comes back. Hello, pretty lady. Don't kill me. Alright. I want to have enough stamina for 2 strikes. Okay, something like that happens. There you go. Get away from me. Quit poisoning me. Yo! Okay, he missed. But he did poison me, though. And we got this guy up here. He shouldn't be too much of a threat for now while we're searching the rest of these items here. We got a human effigy. That's great because we did just burn through one. I don't think there are going to be any illusory walls here. It seems to be just like a little trap area. So let's go ahead and do we need to step on it? Yeah. And hi. Welcome to the party. I guess technically we can press it again and it'll keep spinning. Yes. Very nice. One more try. And we're out. Good stuff. Life gems, taste the rainbow. That should be the commercial. That should be the promotion for it. Hole ahead, therefore try jumping. I do see the hole. Silence. I guess they don't like the singing. I like it. We got some repair powder. Yummy. But we also have our little tree friend. Alright. 1, 2, skip a few. Alright, here we go. And, oh, there you go. We've made it. Okay, that's probably a trap. It'll probably open when we get down here and we're going to get bum rushed by all these poisonous dudes here. Yeah. What was the purpose of making that jump? Oh, lovely. I have to shoot. This is going to be fun. Switch to 2 hands so we can actually clear out some enemies here. Oh, lovely. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're dead. Gonna life gem it up because they're so tasty. And oh, there's spikes. There's spikes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and actually use a flask this time around. Alright, that was terrible. Alright, here goes. Let's not do that again. Very nice. Very nice. I want to activate these spikes again if I can. Something else to spot. Okay, I'm all eyes and ears. Human effigy. I don't know why it's... maybe it's not triggered from the top, so... Back in the hallway where you jumped, you need to look carefully around that hallway. Oh, dang it. I didn't read that. Okay. I will. I'm glad that wasn't a mimic. I can only imagine there will be some nice little tricks for us, though. Please don't be a mimic, because I just open them now. Twinkling Titanite. Very nice. This guy's like, I can't get out of here. Me too. We're both dum-dums. Alright, let's get out of here. So back in the hallway where I jumped, I need to look carefully. Alright, so I know one thing about video games. No one ever looks up. Ah, there it is. We looked up. Snipe. I don't know what that did necessarily. Let's see. Try jumping in short. Okay. I thought I hit it, but maybe not. We'll check to see if there's other switches as well. Oh, nice. That was a hilarious movie, by the way. Man, that movie had me laughing. That was too funny. Don't look up. I did watch that. It was hilarious. So I hit this switch. I'm not sure what manner of sorcery this is. Maybe it opened this switch down here. Let me make sure. Because there was a door over here that me and that phantom were trying to open. Haha! Huzzah! Excellent. The puzzling stone sword. That I gotta check that out. Okay. I thought I saw something running. It was probably just a phantom. Alright, let's just see. Ooh. S scaling and dexterity. And it has like 0 stat requirements. A sword with segmented blade. When swung, its segments separate and the sword strikes in a whipping slash. What? Crafted with a rare magnetic stone of remarkable strength, only found within the caves of the gutter. Let me just use it. Just for a second. It looks amazing. But how does it work? Oh, that's cool. I'm trying to think of what game that reminds me of. Whips, whips, whips. I guess technically it could be kind of Castlevania-ish. But that segmented blade is very Soul Calibur. That's what I was thinking. That is freaking awesome. I would love to have a build around that sword. Yep, Ivy from Soul Calibur. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking of. I just couldn't remember for the life of me. But that is very Soul Calibur. Okay, so there's nothing else there. Good thing we opened it up. Thank you so much for pointing that out. What's up, Hey Tatty? I am having an excellent day, actually. Hope you are too. I've been getting killed by all kinds of things in Dark Souls, so you know it's a good day. Gravity, actual enemies. We're in the DLC, so we're making some progress. I mean, it's just a good day. It's a very good day for a Monday. Try sniper spot, okay. Ah. And there's also some... Oh, there's spikes there. Okay, so we gotta be careful. Let me see if I can kill this person, though. Let's do this. Nope, just a little bit more. A little more oomph. Alternating shots here. Oh, that's gonna hit me. That's okay. Lovely. It aims a little low, I am gonna say. So you said, I know one DLC weapon with amazing fun with Paris dancing, but that'll be another DLC. Sweet. And witches are crazy. They are treacherous. Alright, here goes. Actually, I'm going to switch back to this. Be wary of equipment breakage. Yes. One of my favorite things. You know what? I'm going to actually hit that switch. Maybe that switch from afar. Do the trick. Maybe it'll deactivate these traps or something. And I need a lot more bolts. So if I die, we're going back to... Maybe we'll go to our boy Chancellor Welliger and get all kinds of cool bolts from him. Standard bolts would be nice for the just for the switches and all. What the heck? I saw you, but I didn't think you were real. Is it really? And I can't hit him. That's great. Ah! I need a Oh gosh. You guys are jerks. Okay, we're gonna do this. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Survive. I already hit that. And let's see, we're just running. Come up here real quick. I don't know if they can climb ladders, so let me just breathe for a second. Good gosh. I need a transient curse. Don't hurt me, don't hurt me. I'm gonna open it, I don't care. Iframes, baby. Dragonstone. Die! Okay, there you go. We got that. Okay, there's a bunch of just craziness over there. We got this over here. I can come back up at least. Damn it! Alright. Fortunately, they're kind of slow. Whoa! No, they're not. That looks like death. Let's go up this ladder first, and then we'll figure out what the heck we need to do. Good gosh. What a terrible area. Bonfire ahead. Try above. Just chill, just chill. Oh gosh. Ah. Okay, good thing they don't hit that hard. I mean, they hit pretty hard, but nothing we can't handle. Okay, this is just, we've come full circle now. Why can't I hit you? There's no like transient curse in this game, so I have no clue what to do. Maybe like an enchanted weapon or something? You bastard. Get out of the way. There you go. And we're gonna need these iframes, baby. Oh, it's a freaking booby trap. No! Lloyd's Talisman, very nice. Wow, okay. Very nice. So we have to restore their bodies. That's fantastic. Oh, I forgot to jump. Well, I guess I didn't need to. I bet you won't follow me here. Yep, he's gonna follow me. Blood bite ring. Okay, okay. No! Here we go, here we go. Dodging. Bobbing and weaving. This area is terrible, by the way. They're totally immune unless I can revive their bodies somehow. Restore their bodies. And of course they're chasing me like crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, here they go. Let's go this way. No illusory walls. Gotta grab the items because I'm greedy. Old growth bomb. Okay. How long do these guys aggro? Good gosh. Yes, Jester Thomas, you bastard. We're friends. No! Okay, he's good. He's real good. Iframes, baby. Nope, nope. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. My only thing is, I think we are a bit out of the way now, so there's probably going to be another bonfire in this area. Jester Thomas betrayed us. We used him to fight Mitha, the baneful queen, but I guess he's had a change of heart since then. I'm liking this DLC so far, but gosh, it like makes you really nervous because, oh, you know what I want to do? Since we died, might as well just go and, I don't know why I traveled back to the Farfire, but I wanted to see if, I think Lenegrast has, no, he doesn't. I don't know. I'm trying to figure who has the best bolts. We're going to go to Chancellor Welliger then, over in Gauntlet Castle. Back in that room with the spikes, I'd search there more before continuing that direction. Okay, cool. I will do that. So even though that the room is terrifying and everyone's trying to kill me, I will definitely keep searching because I feel like you're leading me in the right direction. I did see some sort of contraption on the wall. It was very similar to the one where the archer was hiding, and it was like that circle contraption. So maybe there's a switch nearby that we can use. 40,000 buckaroos. Very nice. I'm sure she's happy. Now we can go talk to our guide, Chancellor Welliger, over in Gauntlet Castle. Let's see. I think this would probably be the closest one. I just have to go up a ladder and kill like 2 enemies, and we're good to go. Lurking at working. Hey, Tatty. I saw that, but I appreciate the lurk. Always appreciate it, man. I love it. I love it. That's not the one. That's not the one. Gauntlet Castle. Where are you? There it is. Forgotten Chamber. Maybe it's this one. It's one of the first ones. I'm trying to go back to that area where, really close to where the ruined sentinels are, and it's the I don't remember exactly which bonfire it is, but it should be the closest one to good old Chancellor Welly. This is it. Alright, let's kill stuff. I'm tired of dying. We're gonna destroy this dude. We're gonna open this door. We're gonna kill this CN Knight. Death. We are going to talk to Chancellor Welliger, purchase a bunch of bolts. Yeah, I didn't really have any. I didn't ever think I was gonna need them, but I was mistaken.
Welcome, visitor.
The Sunken King DLC pretty much requires them. Alright, a bunch of cool items too. Cool weapons. Lightning bolts.
So soon. Be safe.
Oh, I went through them. Alright, quit talking so I can menu, good sir. Go here, use this too. So back before I, when I go back to the area that we were just at, I'll make sure to explore that area with the spikes a little bit better.
Well, August, tell me.
I'm glad he has an infinite amount of bolts too. That's perfect. Okay.
Gone so soon.
How many does that give me? Like 400, 500 maybe?
Be safe on it.
531. I think that'll last me. I think. Okay, so now we're going to use the H feather to return to the bonfire, and then we'll head back to the DLC area. We'll go to that second bonfire that we located so we can drop down, head right into that, like the depths of the Sanctum city, and then we're going to win. Might take a few times, but we will eventually. Good stuff. Alright. So, the 3 DLCs. We got the Sunken King, I think the Old Iron King, or the Ivory King, right? The Ivory Crown, one of those. And then you have the Old Iron King. interesting thing, though, is I don't think I played the third DLC. Like, the Ivory King one, I don't know if I did that one. I do not recall. Because at the time, I think there was this DLC that came out, and you could get, like, a really special weapon. Like, with the announcements of the DLC, there was, like, a chest that was, like, in the basement area where you see Kale. And I think, like, it would always spawn, like, cool event items. But I don't know if I ended up getting all of them. Because for whatever reason, I stopped playing. And it wasn't because I didn't like it at all. It was something happened where I couldn't play anymore. Oh, I thought he was going to fall off. Alright. So let's pop a few life gems. And then we're going to just make our way inside again. Now I think I'm going to have to re-get my bearings and exactly what path to take, but we should be fine. I know for the most part we just kept going left. There's 1 and 2. We got you next. Couldn't get that backstab, that's okay. Oh, you're gonna just heal? Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now we can make our way back down into the depths of the ruins. That door's still locked, I'm sure. We got the chamber, and then we had the area we got poisoned in. You die ugly. Are they not going to come this way? Come on. Nice. And one more hit. Perfect. Okay, now we're playing. I like it. We're playing smart. For now. Now, I think I did end up dropping down, but I opened up a shortcut, so we should have it here. Now we just need to be careful. Oh, let me go ahead and kill her first. Nice. Quit singing. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm sorry. Gotta be aggressive. Oh, yeah. Love getting stabbed in the back. Oh, of course he's gonna. Of course. Sorry. No. I was being sarcastic. Grab this. Sanctum, Priestess, Tiara. Okay. That's the switch that I was looking at earlier. Oh my gosh. That makes me so nervous. Oh yeah. That's good. And hold on. I saw statues that had some red stuff. Those might be them. Their bodies, maybe. Come on. Oh, you have crazy range. Okay. Heal, baby, heal. Haha. I had to do something. Yep. Thank you so much, DMC. Your theories were correct. Everybody, wake up. I missed one, but I'm going to circle back around. Ow, my back. Mm-hmm. That's just the one that won't die, huh? Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Okay, wow. That makes things a little easier. Now we don't have to sprint around like crazy. We got an Eternal Sanctum key. I'm sure that's the key for the upper level that we keep passing by, trying to open. Very nice. Thanks again for letting me know that we could actually defeat those fools, because they were getting out of hand. Alright, so now it's time to explore casually. Try a... Oh my gosh, that's... You? What? I'll deal with you in a minute. Oh, I almost died. Enough of that. And we got these friends over here. He's got like an Avalon or something else. He's got like a really cool looking crossbow there. Looks like it shoots more than one as well, so it's very similar to the Avalon. Alright, cool. Two of these guys down. There you go. Takes 3 light attacks for those guys. I think he ended up following me, so that's good. Okay, we already searched that area. Oh, I see the switch now. Nice. Now the spikes are gone. That's what I'm talking about. I wonder if it's timed, though. As with all things Dark Souls, you can never be too careful. Holy water urn. Okay. Try ranged battle. There must be a switch in there as well. I don't see it, though. Torch times 3. I think this was the beginning of the terrible spiked area. Let's see. I don't see another switch around here. And the spikes haven't returned, so that's always a good sign. I don't see any other switches. Let's go ahead and move on. I'm not really sure. I think we're fine, though. We're doing pretty good anyways, considering our lack of knowledge of this terrible area. Let's go down here. And again, we still have the path from the very beginning, as opposed to dropping down and going to that poison area where we always got ambushed. There are other paths that we can explore as well. Be wary of dead end, therefore, right. Very good. Smart Alex. This is where our friend Thomas came in to try and kill us. Let's see if he summons again. That'd be awesome if so, because we can exact our revenge. He doesn't have a ton of poise, which is great for us. We missed that opportunity there. It's okay, though. Spin around again. Very good. We're going to keep doing these, alternating between these light attacks and these heavy attacks. Keep him off balance here so he doesn't attack us. I'm sure his pyromancer would be nasty if he hits, if he actually connects anyways. He's not really doing much, though. That's good. I was playing a little defensive, but I guess he got lucky last time. He's playing super defensive right now. Now he's dead. Okay, cool. So we've exacted our revenge. We got some additional souls and hopefully a human effigy out of that as well. Cool. We did get our effigy, so that's great. Am I human right now? I am. I haven't seen any summon signs, so hurrah for Bonfire. Let's check it out. Oh! Those are like those half dragons in Dark Souls 1. Yikes. I'm curious. What if we do have a trillion bolts, so. And I doubt you can fit inside of here. Oh, but you have that. They have their own projectiles. Should have guessed. Oops, I thought he was going to move. No, oh my gosh, why are you so fast? Run, you fool. Don't leave me. Okay, as long as we keep doing this, we'll be alright. Look at the mouth on those guys. Look crazy. Okay. That's okay. Iframes or not. Only a few hundred more. Don't do it, sir. The stamina regen I have is just so slow right now because I'm pretty heavy, so that is unfortunate. The crossbow must be quite heavy. I'm glad we bought 500 lightning bolts because we got one down. Run! Oh, he got me anyways. He's good. Sniper. Seriously. In the butt. It's got a little bit of a delay when you shoot, so like you can still adjust your aim. And that apparently goes through walls. Almost. He's just shooting random. He's like, where is he? Come on. Don't go away, please. Stick around. These things have a lot of health. If it's just one, I'm tempted to try and do melee. He's a sniper with that breath of his. Say probably 4 or 5 more shots. Ah, that splash damage is crazy. Number 4. And the 5th shot should finish him off. There you go. Alright, let's try and be a little bit more aggressive now that we don't have a ton of those guys just running around. Because that heavy crossbow method, although it's safe, is pretty slow. The only thing is I don't want to die and then have them respawn again and be chased by those guys because they're incredibly fast. So there's still 3 left. Wow. Quite a bit. Quite a bit of them in here. Gotta head to work, but wish you well in the rest of your stream and be along next time I'm free. Been awesome to watch more of the content. Hey man, it's always a pleasure, DMC. Thank you so much for joining. Have an excellent day, my brother, and I will see you next time. You're always welcome, man. Your knowledge is... Oh, I hope that you're... I was going to ask you one thing. Maybe next time you can let me know, but once I get into Dark Souls 3, I'm going to need a knowledgeable person for that too, so I've never played that one before. This one I've at least played before. Dark Souls 3 is a whole nother thing. But anyways, wish you well. Have a great day. And we'll talk to you soon, man. I will try and absorb the knowledge that you share with me so I can carry it through the rest of this run. I didn't mean to actually teleport back here, but since I'm here, since we're here, might as well just do some leveling.
Bear until...
I was just mashing the interact button because I didn't want to get destroyed by those giants. Let's see, I still need more equipment load, so let's go ahead and upgrade that for now. And then the rest I'll use for life gems, and then we'll go right back. Now at least we have the third bonfire. And I'm really glad that it's right there because it gives me some hope that we're actually going to clear that area pretty quickly. And I don't know if those I don't know what they really are, those dragon creatures, like those big mouth dragon creatures, if they respawn or not. I killed 3 of them, or 2 of them, and it took forever. So let's hope that they don't respawn. We're in the lair of the imperfect. So there's these imperfect dragons, I guess, is what we're facing off with, but they're terrible. They remind me a lot of the half dragons, like those half bodies that you saw when you're in the ruins of Izalith. Let's see. Alright, so at least they're no longer next to us. Try dark. So they don't like dark. I have a feeling they do come back. Alright, let's go check out and see what these other items are while we can. Don't see me, bro. I wish that they didn't have good aggro, but let's see. They don't have eyes, so maybe we'll be in luck. Sneaky. We're sneaking. Okay, we're probably going to go around this way instead. Yep, no. He's pissed. He's pissed. We have some dried root. Oh gosh. This is probably where the water gets really deep, so I'll probably die if I go off that little ledge there. I think we made it. I think we made it. We're in the clear. Use the dragon stone? Ooh. Yes. I will use it. I'm not sure what it's going to do. So it's like raising up a bridge here. A little makeshift bridge. Very nice. Excellent. Okay, cool. But how do we get back up there? Is the question. Also, I need to make sure that I check through and make sure I'm tagging all the bonfires to make sure I haven't missed any. Let's see. So there's a lever for this. It's probably going to raise something up. That's fine. We have this over here. Hurrah for ore. Okay. Minecraft. So let's see, what does this do? Nice. This might be the very top where we had died initially, right from the first bonfire. It might be. I feel like everything's like connecting. All the branching paths are converging on one. The Drakeblood Greatsword, very cool. How'd this guy die? Okay, he just fell off. Nothing creative there. Alright, so I guess now we work our way back up, and then there should be a bridge for us to cross, so maybe this is all we need to do. I didn't mean to activate that elevator, but it's fine. Very cool. Yeah, that must be where we died initially. I dropped down, I think, 2 or 3 times just trying to figure out what the heck to do. I didn't realize you had to go through the actual Sanctum city and raise and lower all these different little like pillars here just so you can navigate the area. But it worked. Let me see. Yeah? Is this the bridge? I believe it is. Perfect. Bloodstain? In short, recklessness. Alright, let's go kill some stuff. We're making some progress. Now I finally feel good about what we're doing, where we're going. This DLC is pretty tough. The enemies are strong. Poison's always a thing in this game. And, of course, the labyrinthian nature of this map makes it pretty difficult to navigate. I'm assuming I can't come up here. That's fine. We'll drop down. Some flashy moves there. Pointless. Hurrah for Beanpole. Okay. So far, just carefully dropping down to these lower areas here. Trying to see if there's any areas that have items that we need to go and explore, but I'm not seeing anything like that just yet. Nothing that's really enticing me to make a risky jump, you know? So there's nothing there either. I don't think there's going to be any illusory walls here because they have that molding down at the bottom, so I don't think that'll be a thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, these guys are pretty strong. Good poise. Yeah, they hit pretty hard for sure. Alright, he's dead. That must be those Drake Blood people, because we just got a Drake Blood greatsword. I feel like I just got stabbed by one, so it makes sense. We'll go ahead and two-hand this. We'll aim, and we're going to use our lightning bolts. Oh, of course he's going to be super mobile. Why are you moving so fast? That's fine. If he comes to greet us, that'll be perfectly fine. Come over here. Perfect. Okay, great. I wonder why you have all these empty chests. That's strange. Despair. They took our stuff. Alright, so we're going to go here instead. See if we can turn this around. It says it's pointless. I'm sure it is. Quite something. These messages are hilarious. Oh no. I'm going to have to keep rotating this little platform here. Oh, there's... I thought I saw crystal lizards, but there's no way I can get them. Not before this opens up. Okay, perfect. That's fine. So no worries. Those chests were empty, I guess just to tease us. We dropped down from here earlier. The Drake Blood Knight came. Okay. So I'm just trying to get my bearings. It looks like we know where we're at. We'll drop down here. Take a life gem just to top off our health. So there's two paths we can take. Go to, yeah, we can go to these lower levels here. I say we just drop down here instead. Alright. I'm sure they'll take us lower and lower, and so they all connect some way, but... Let's see, there's this guy over here. He's two-handing right now, so we gotta be careful. He's gonna do all kinds of damage. I think he may have really hurt himself there by rolling off the ledge. He didn't quite die, though, because I saw his health bar, and we didn't gain any additional souls, so we haven't defeated him yet. But we picked up a hexing urn. Let's see. So technically we could drop down there, But let's explore before we go down, because I feel like it's going to be much more difficult to work our way back up. So let's see. Yeah, I think we're fine. We'll go ahead and go around that broken staircase. There you go. We'll finish off this guy. I can't believe he survived that fall. Round 2. And then we'll come behind him, just use a light strike. Another light strike. There you go. He tried it. He did try it. No illusory walls here. Again, they have like that molding, so I don't think that the wall will... There will be any walls here anyway, so... let's see. Sounds like we've got some more Priestess enemies. Let's go search what's around this area right here, and then we can drop down to the lower levels. Illusory Wall. Cool. They aggro from like a mile away, so let's go ahead and take care of this guy real quick. There you go. Can you block everything? Nice. He doesn't have a long range with that sword, though. It is pretty short, actually. I'm not sure if that's the Drake Blood sword we just picked up earlier, but for being a great sword, it's pretty short. So it looks like the messages were true. There actually was a bonfire. Very cool. I didn't sit at it because I didn't want to respawn everybody. And I think we're okay on our... Yeah, we have full Estus. So I'm actually feeling pretty good about this. Let's check our item durability. We're at 52, so we should be fine. We have plenty of repair powders if we need them. Oh my gosh. Okay, this guy came out of nowhere. Do a heavy strike here. He was in the middle of a strike, so he had some super poise there. We missed again. That's unfortunate. There you go. We'll finish him off. I'm going to go ahead and flask this time. What a tricky little guy. Alright, so I'm just looking to see if there's any more Drake Blood Knights just hiding around here. I do like their armor quite a bit. It looks like a really nice version, like an enhanced version of the Elite set. So I do like that a lot. What is up with all these chests? We got the Drake Blood armor, just like we were just speaking about it. Really cool. Now we have our very own set. Alright, so we'll keep working our way down here. Let's see. We'll come across this pathway and see if there's any way to drop down safely. I don't see anything yet, so... There's a fog gate down there, possibly the boss fog. I feel like if we drop down from here that we'll take some damage, so instead we're going to work our way back up. There was another set of platforms that we could work our way down. So let's see if we can check that out instead. Hold on 1 second. Alright. There's the bonfire that we were just at. Again, we have plenty of heals and stuff, so I think we're fine. But there was a platform that we seemingly could drop down from. Yeah, here it is. We'll go down these little stairs here and drop down again. And we'll keep dropping down. I'm glad we got the Drake Blood set, though. That was really nice. We'll jump across here, make sure we don't get ambushed. We got crazy poise. There you go. Finally got a backstab. 1947. That's massive damage there. We got some Vine Bomb. I'm not sure what that does, but sounds great. Twinkling Titanite as well, which we'll definitely need to upgrade our weapons. This guy doesn't seem to be facing us. Uh-oh. He's good. He's better than his predecessors. tagged by that, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Don't want to die here after all this work. There you go. Heavy strike and the second hit. That should finish him off, and it does. We got 20,000 souls now. We're going to go through all these little pathways here. I was thinking there'd be another Drake Blood Knight just ready to pounce on us, but it looks like they didn't plan to be so sneaky. And maybe we're supposed to go this way, but I just kind of went the back route, I guess, and that worked out fine. Very good. Okay, cool. Now we need to look for a few more safe ways down here. I guess that could be it. That could be it. Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Okay. That was close. That was a little too close for comfort. So we have several summon signs. I don't know if they are humans or NPCs, but we'll double check. Benhart of Hugo, I know you. He's definitely an NPC, and I also saw a second summon sign over here. Very nice. Steelheart Ellie. Alright, cool. It's funny that Steelheart Ellie looks like a sorcerer. I thought she'd be like a warrior or something. Alright, Benhart, let's do this. It's nice to see you again. Unfortunately, your sword has been confirmed to be a fake, but you're still a great warrior. Steelheart Ellie. Really strange, again. I thought she'd be a knight or maybe some sort of like melee user, but oh, maybe she is. She just has some sort of garb that covers her face. Oh yeah, she looks like a badass. She uses Priestess. Alright, cool, let's do this. Time to win. Okay. Uh-oh, she teleports. Oh, gosh. Okay, she hits pretty hard, too. Yep, that's fun. Little pyromancy. Some dark magic. If we stay in close, it looks like it goes right above us, so that's nice. She's got a ton of health. And she hits like a truck. I don't know what she's summoning. Looks like another friend. Oh my gosh. That's not good. If they can keep his aggro, I should be fine, but he's all over me right now, too. Yep, we barely blocked that. This guy's insane. Okay. Wow. He's doing all kinds of crazy, crazy damage right now. Let's see if we can take this guy out quickly if we do it together. Okay, he's dead. Alright, now we just have the crazy lady. And she's just flinging hexes at us right now. All these human type of dark magics right now. Please don't hit me. Is she summoning another one? Oh, you guys are jerks. Okay. I'll let you guys deal with that. Steelheart Ellie can face off with these skeletons. Or I can too. We'll share. I hate that she keeps summoning her enemy, like these other people. Super annoying. Need to use repair powder quickly. Oh gosh. Steelheart Ellie and Benheart of Hugo have been defeated. Need to heal really quickly. Oh gosh. If I die, I'm gonna be so pissed. Okay, we got her. Good gosh, that was crazy. First try. We got the Squalid Queen. That was rough. That's really bad. Whew. Okay. That was terrible. Now this giant chamber's opening up. What is this over here? Nothing? Okay. Gosh, that was terrible. And our weapons were at risk. I mean, what was happening? We'll go ahead and use one more repair powder just in case there's something else. Can only imagine that's not it. Remember that dragon that was around? I could have sworn that we fought him. But I don't quite remember. We'll find out. Happiness. Oh gosh. Another fog gate. We're in Sanctum Nadir. Let's go ahead and travel to the far fire. We're gonna level up. We still have our humanity, so we'll go ahead and return here after we level up. Summon whoever those two NPCs are, and then we'll face off with, I guess, must be the dragon. The very next boss. Yeah, she was tough. She had a ton of health. Let me make sure that none of my other stuff's broken. Last time I didn't realize, but I was running around with a broken bracing knuckle ring, I think, and I kept wondering why everything kept degrading so quickly. Come on, Emerald Herald.
Until
Shanalot is her name. Let's see here. If I can have a bit more equipment burden, that would be nice. We'll get some more health too. We have 11,000 souls. We'll go ahead and level up or reinforce our armor. We have about 11,000 souls here, and I know we have more Twinkling Titanite, so let's go ahead and reinforce what we can. At 17, that's insane. And cool, so now those are pretty much maxed out as well. The Drake Blood armor looks fantastic. Man, it looks really good. Very cool. Then we'll go ahead and top off our life gems with the remaining souls that we have.
thank you,
Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and drop off some of these things in the item box. We have a bunch of stuff here that we really don't need. Let's see. Longbow, I don't need that either. Benhart's Parma. Go ahead and drop off all of this, except we're going to keep Havel's armor just in case we need to get really tanky. All the rest is good to go. Alright, let's go and let's go kill a dragon. Let's go slay a dragon. It'll be great. We're in Sanctum Nadir in Dragon's Rest. I can only imagine this is where we face off with the dragon. There were 2 summon signs right here as well, so I'm gonna make the assumption here that the boss is gonna be right beyond. There could be some more areas. I mean, there really could be, but I hope not. Oh, right, Transcendent Eddie. This guy looks like a boss. And then we've got Abyss Fiva. I feel like she's an NPC as well. What's up? Let's go kill a dragon. Nimble one ahead. Be wary of boss. Okay, yep, it's definitely a boss fight. Let's jump right in then. And I don't know if I'll be poisoned, so we're going to go ahead and keep our poison here. And we're going to equip our Estus Flask just in case it gets crazy. Alright. Here goes. Where's the dragon? Oh my gosh, there he is. And he breathes poison. I'm gonna go for the tail. I'm not sure if he gives us anything. Come here. Your tail's way up there. 6 damage. Nope. Okay. That was dangerous. What? Oh, he's no fun. Very nice. Ah, I can't even hit this fool. 248. Okay. A little bit better than I thought. Trying to break your tail off. Give me that tail. I'm going to use another flask. We have plenty, so I will use them generously. I missed the tail again. I'm really trying to see if there's a tail weapon. I have no clue, to be honest. Good strikes there, but not really nailing the tail like I'd like. Going towards the tail. Transcendent Eddie's just doing work. Where the heck did he go? This thing's really mobile. It fights a lot like Calamite, which I don't recall the moveset, but I mean it definitely has that mobility that we don't like. Ah, keep going for the tail, but I keep missing. There you go. One of these days, your tail's gonna pop off. Come on. York's ring. Oh, that's his head. Holy damn. Okay. Phantom Abyss Fever has been destroyed. And so have I. Transcendent Eddie was the only one that survived that encounter. We're going to use another human effigy. I would like to have those NPC summons for this area, so. Dang. You guys are tough. We'll pop a human effigy right now. And we'll rest at the bonfire just to top off our health. We got really close. I think we're doing pretty well. We'll summon Transcendent Eddie and Abyss Fever. We'll wait for them to actually summon so that they can join or pass the fog really quickly after I do. Because I'm going to need help. I was two-handing the weapon. I think that was much better to do. Looks like he's asleep. So he always is in his sleeping animation when the fight starts, which is nice. He starts doing that stuff. Give me your... Nope, nope. Don't do that. Tail. Yep. Oh, he hit so hard. Okay. And then go ahead and start blocking. Try that strategy out. I'm going to use a flask. And run towards his tail so we can avoid that. He's going to drop down. He drops down really hard usually. Yep. He's going to punish us for going for that tail of his. I have to heal again. This guy hits like a truck. Look at that. Even his tail swipes are just devastating. No. Alright, we're gonna sprint. Nope, we got right in the line of his attack there, unfortunately. again. I guess you can't block these. That's the thing. I don't think I love the tank build in Dark Souls 2 very much, because even with the tower shield plus 10, I'm getting flung around like crazy. That could just be my shield choice too, but I thought the tower shield would be pretty good. Alright, we're good there. I need to get behind him so I can hit his tail. Ah, I got it. This thing's got a ton of health. Gonna sprint towards his tail and hopefully he doesn't fall on us. Okay, he's starting to do his little dive bomb attack. I have to be very careful here. Again, very mobile boss. And he's in the air quite a bit. Ooh, okay, good. We avoided a big strike there. He's got a giant spear in him. I didn't even realize what it was. I thought I saw that initially when we first saw him, but he's got a spear. Maybe if I hit that, I can maybe weaken him a little bit. Maybe that's how we do critical damage or something. I'm not sure. Nice strike. Okay. Ah. Next time I fight him, I'd like to face him, just us, alone, because, or just me actually, because I don't want to summon NPCs, because I feel like he's getting a big benefit of like his health increase and maybe some defense or something, because he's got a ton of health. And I imagine if we're facing off with him alone, he won't be as beefy. Alright, so we're going to sprint towards him again. I mean, at this point, I feel like my weapon durability will be an issue. Tail! Oh, I got it! Nothing happened, though. He didn't have a sword. Nope. Direct hit there, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. That was close. That was really close. This is like my last Estus flask, so I need to use it wisely. Got tagged there, that's fine. I don't know how far his fire goes, but he's definitely going to breathe fire. I can feel it. Nope, okay. And keep popping some life gems so we can top off our health. I feel like he's going to dive bomb us pretty soon. Maybe not. He just landed. Swinging away. He's got crazy reach with his flame attacks. They got me. Let's try and fight him alone without any NPCs. Maybe we'll have a better chance at dealing more damage. Because right now, it ain't working. One second. All right. Let's try that again. I'm not going to use any NPCs this time. And we'll see if we can deal more damage that way, because he's really beefy. He's got tons and tons of health. And so, I'm thinking that with less NPCs, he might not be as strong. Oof. Yeah, I feel like we're like doing double damage. Ouch. That's okay. Gonna sprint. I need to flask as quickly as possible. Get behind him if I can. Those tackles and those like rushes and charge attacks, those are terrible. But I feel like we've done so much more damage already without the NPC assistance. Alright, very nice. He landed crazy, but unfortunately we were able to dodge most of that. Got a sprint behind now. Do some damage here on the tail. Ooh, we missed. Couldn't capitalize on that, but look already. We almost have him at half health already, and we're fighting him alone. I feel like we're much better off this way. Alright, I'm not sure if that's poison or what. That is terrible. Oh my gosh, okay. Narrowly dodged that strike. He's going to do that tackle again, unfortunately. That shoulder ram is pretty much unavoidable at this point. Going to take this opportunity to heal. His tail didn't yield anything, so we're not going to worry about that so much. Going to sprint towards his tail again. Hopefully he lands here soon. That was a nasty landing, but it was okay. Yep, he's going to do a tackle again. That is super annoying. I hate those attacks. This is one dragon you don't want to get behind necessarily. Yep, I was blocking like perfectly there. I tried to just test it out there without, ouch, using anything. But let me see. I'm going to move back. Flask twice. We're going to sprint away. Hopefully not get hit by that fireball. What? We got direct hit, unfortunately. And we got dive bombed right there. He's doing his favorite tackle attack. I think we're in a bad position anyways. Got some toxicity. I don't know if poison moss is going to help. Unfortunately now I removed it from my items. So that's no good. Toxicity is still a thing in this game. We got him down, I'd say, even further than when we had the NPC assistance, so, man. Instead, though, instead of blocking, since blocking truly doesn't seem to help that much, I'm just going to two-hand my weapon. Blocking does absolutely nothing to prevent us from taking damage from those charge attacks, which is, again, pretty annoying considering we've been dedicating so much time to this like tank build where you would think you'd be able to take that kind of damage. Maybe only like a Havel's type shield could do that, but it's still pretty annoying. Because we're not nearly as tanky as I'd like to be. 500 damage, that's good. Not bad at all. He's dive bombing there. Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably gonna do another charge attack, to be honest. A fireball, okay. It's a toxic fireball. I wonder why this dragon has been like pierced with that by that freaking lance. So that would be something I need to just dodge, but I timed it really bad there. Iframes. We got tagged there pretty bad. That's okay. Need to heal. Sprint behind, and we're going to keep hitting as much as possible here. He's going to get us really bad there with the tackle. That's okay. That shoulder ram is so annoying. I can't wait to kill this guy. Nice tail swipe that missed us, though. That could have done a ton of damage. Fireball, it's a direct hit. We might get infected with toxicity. Nope, we're good. He might take flight again and charge us, or maybe even do another fireball. Oh, so let's just avoid that if we can. Okay, we've got the toxicity on us now. It's unfortunate. We got the black lung pop. Oh gosh. I'm dead. Alright. We need to get behind him and reposition if we can, because he's all up in a really bad spot right now. Oh my gosh. He almost got us with toxicity again. He's going to probably take flight, which is fine. Don't want to get infected with toxicity. Fall down. Land. 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 Okay, good. He's a jerk. And he's going to do a swipe with his other hand, usually anyways. We don't have any more flasks. So we're kind of just down to healing with these life gems. Need to go ahead and dodge because he's going to do that. Yep. He should land any second now. Okay. We're going to keep running towards his tail as he continues to reposition as well. He tagged us there. He landed really hard. He did a shoulder ram. Somehow it didn't connect, but that spear sure did. There you go. We got him. And we cut off his tail with the very last strike. That's how you kill Sin the Slubbering Dragon. Very cool. It was a pain in the ass. Good gosh. The very last strike was the strike that removed his tail, and that was freaking awesome. Let's do it. Crown of the Sunken King. Very cool. A faint heat lingers in the ancient crown. Let's check out what we got. Wow. The crown of the Sunken King who once ruled this land. The king erected the eternal sanctum below the earth to worship the great dragon, but the towering bulwark crumbled with the city shortly after the dragon's awakening. But these were events of long ago, and today no one even remembers the king's name. Man. Freaking did it. It took us 2 hours, but we did get through the Sunken King DLC, which is awesome. And I feel like we pretty much found everything that needed to be discovered as well. Like, we found certain secrets. There were a bunch of different weapons that we got as well, thanks to a very knowledgeable chat that I had. So that was really appreciated. So I say we head back to Majula. We're going to go ahead and level up. Make sure that we're in good shape there. And then what we can do is we'll figure out what the second DLC is. I want to say it's the old Iron King or something like that. And if not, then it's the Ivory King. So I'll find out which one's next. So that way tonight, when we do tonight's stream, we'll be able to prepare for that as well. So really looking forward to seeing that. My goal is to beat this game by Wednesday. I think we're well on pace to be able to accomplish that. And then we'll jump right into Dark Souls 3, which I've only ever played the first hour or so. So really looking forward to exploring that game. And then I can finally decide which is my favorite, or which is the best Souls game in my opinion, or which is my personal favorite. So really looking forward to be able to make that determination. Alright, cool. Now I'll go ahead and purchase some life gems. Get all these out of the way. You again.
Thank you, kind.
Thank you. I want to see if she sells us an infinite amount of Twinkling Titanite or not. I don't really remember. No, she has a finite amount. We got a bunch from the DLCs, though. Because my thing is, I do love this armor. I love the look. I think it makes perfect sense. So we're going to keep it for this playthrough. But I would like to be able to, at some point in time, maybe change over to a different set. I know I really like the I think it's the Drake Blood set. And then, of course, the Havel set would always be nice, too. I don't even know. I can't believe I put that away. So let's go ahead and grab that helmet again, because I didn't know that I had actually put that back in the item box. So let's see here. Shouldn't be hard to miss. Should be a big rocky looking. There it is. Boom. Havel's helm. So now we have that, just in case we need to switch over to it. I'm curious to see which has better poise and stuff, so let me just take a look really quickly. It's got a ton more durability, that's for sure. It is slightly heavier. But I think it's because I haven't upgraded it that there are some things that it's a little bit lower on. Because I have a +5 helmet. I'm comparing it to Havel's base helm, so that's probably why. Yeah, I might want to try that out. But that'll be probably for like the next challenge run or playthrough we do or something like that. But yeah, the Vengarl set's been really nice. It looks great, so let's just stick with it for now. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that stream. Thanks everybody who tuned in. I'm still working on getting those average 3 viewers so I can reach affiliate. So every single person that joins in and stays on is greatly appreciated. Thanks for everybody that's been lurking, and as well everybody that's been participating in chat. It's always makes it more fun, and it just makes it just a better time all around for everybody. I think I enjoy it more when I'm able to chat with you guys, and I think that it's just fun for you guys to kind of see my thought process and all that. And because I don't know this game very well, not nearly like as much as I would know Dark Souls 1, so I'm always looking forward to hearing like really knowledgeable chat so they can tell me like where to go next or what cool secrets I miss and things like that. So I always appreciate you guys who are able to share that knowledge with me. Anyways, it's been really fun. We got through the Crown of the Sunken King DLC in about 2 hours and 2 hours 1 minute 52 seconds. So that's excellent progress. Tonight we'll be doing the second DLC, so I'm not sure if it's the Iron King or the Ivory King DLC, but we'll find out, and I'll go ahead and do that tonight at 8 p.m. We'll get through as much as we can. And then aside from that, we'll be working on completing the remainder of the game so we can jump into Dark Souls 3. So I'm looking forward to having that adventure with you guys before we jump into some other games in preparation for Elden Ring that launches on February 25th. So again, everybody that joined in, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out.